What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video in the 360 world. I noticed something kind of funny in the last video. I noticed something really funny in the last episode, and that is I was really thinking about, not really in the last episode, but after the last episode, I was really thinking about the juxtaposition between my two styles of content. And by that I mean like, oh, please go away, sheep. I don't want you here. What I mean by that is like, you have my investigations, which hit a very specific niche, and then you have my 360 content, which if you've seen my other content is vastly different than this. It got me thinking, like, what if what if the inconsistency drives people away? And then I ultimately decided that, like, this is my channel, and I think I would rather have people watch the channel for me than watch the channel for a specific style of content, because I think it's better to have like, for example, I think we have 44 subs on this channel, which is already crazy to me. If you told me a couple years ago that I'd had almost 50 subscribers on this channel, I wouldn't have believed you, because I'm so bad at making videos. But if you I think I would rather have those 44, I think we're at 44 right now. I think I would rather have those 44 subscribers be incredibly loyal and watch me regardless of what I post, versus have, say, 1,000 subs that only want to see one very specific repetitive style of content. And not to say that I don't enjoy, either style that I do. I really do. I enjoy both. But I'm going to get out of here because the wheat grows so fast. I'm just going to get out of here before it grows again, because I want to stay in the farm and harvest it. Not to say that I don't enjoy both styles of content, but because I definitely do, or I would quit doing them because I'm really good at quitting YouTube. But I just think it's so much more valuable to have people watch you for you rather than watching you for a specific video style you make. And so ultimately, I've kind of decided that I think I'm just going to post whatever I want to post. And if that kind of restricts my viewer base, then so be it. But ultimately, I'm going to post whatever I feel like posting. And then, just kind of, I feel like there'll be a natural sort of culmination of fans of me rather than fans of my content, which is ultimately what would be, to me, more creatively fulfilling. Because, I mean, I don't want to call myself an artist for making these dumb little YouTube videos, but ultimately, right, like, it's better to, as an artist, have a small fan base that is extremely dedicated to your craft, and to, let's say you're a musician and you want to branch out in your style of music. It's kind of soul crushing to think like, oh, but the people that love my music are going to hate this and they're not going to listen to it. Like, that sucks creatively. It's way better to be like, oh, well, I'm just gonna make this song, right? And then I know that there's gonna be X amount of people that are gonna listen to it because it's my voice, right? And that's ultimately what I want this channel to be, even if it never grows past these 44 subscribers I have now, even if it shrinks, dude. But I have the same, the same few people watching, and if they are, interactive, that's even better, right? Like, if I only have 30 subscribers or something, but they're always tuning in, they're always commenting on the videos, like, that would be utterly fantastic. Like, that could be more than I could ever ask for. And so ultimately, I've kind of just decided that I want to enjoy making YouTube videos, not for any other reason than it's just something that's fun to do, regardless of the style of video. I'm absolutely gonna get murdered here. I really suck at controller combat. Come here. And so that's kind of why, like, with the 360 videos, I'm specifically not putting an emphasis on the gameplay, partly because I kind of just want it to be about, not to say it be about me, but oh shoot, he knows I'm here. But I want people to enjoy my content because it's, it's my channel, it's me talking about whatever, rather than, they only care when it's XYZ videos, right? I'm kind of losing my train of thought because I'm panicking a little bit here. Ooh, baby. I came down here really for redstone, but because there's a project I want to work on. But I really suck at controller combat, so I'm kind of nervous. I do need iron, so I'm not gonna pass that up. What? He sounds like he's behind me. Oh my gosh, I can't tell where that thing is. I know it's over there, but like... Oh, okay. Can it get to me? Almost certainly. Well, I'm just gonna collect from a distance. And I'm just gonna go back this way. Yeah. I'm not dealing with a witch. A zombie, fine. But I'm not dealing with a witch. But yeah, oh, I thought that was iron. But yeah, ultimately, like, if you're someone who's watching both styles of content, you are, not to say that the people who don't aren't great, you know, in their own right, but the people who are watching the videos because it's me, aside from friends and family, like, y'all don't count, but the people who are watching these videos because it's like, oh, you know, it's because I posted a video, that's the best feeling, especially when I see, because obviously with a channel this size, I don't get very many comments, but to see the same people commenting consistently, more consistently than I upload, in all honesty, those people, every upload they're commenting, you know, that kind of thing, creatively, it's very fulfilling, even though it's on such a micro scale. I think it's probably, as far as trying to be a creator of something, it is one of the best feelings you can have, because it's like, oh, this person is watching me, not, you know, my videos. They're watching because it's me. And, you know, part of it, too, is I just want to make whatever feels fun. So, it doesn't feel right to cram on a certain style of content that I don't particularly enjoy making. Not to say that I don't enjoy making either style of content, but, like, I don't know if this is making any sense. This is terrifying. Oh my god, this is worse than the investigations, bro. I'm so on edge. Oh my god. But, I can't think. I'm so nervous. Ooh, ooh, baby. Ah. Dude, I hate that they can strafe like in Java. It's so bad. Oh, there's another one. Hold on, I'm gonna have to lock in. Hold on. Hold on. Oh no. Dude, I heard a zombie behind me. Dude, where is he? I'm sweating profusely. Oh my god, bro, I actually have gamer sweat going on right now. This is so bad. Ooh. Okay. Dude, I'm so nervous. Oh my god. I might actually have a heart attack. Like, this is so unnerving. Oh, I don't know why I didn't think that was gonna fall. I'm not getting that iron. I need it, but... I swear there... Okay, yeah, here it is. I was gonna say, I swear there was some over here somewhere. But yeah, ultimately, I think having a small, dedicated group of like hardcore fans that watch you for you rather than you for X style of content is infinitely more fulfilling creatively than people watching you because you post a certain type of content, if that makes sense. Because and I've been thinking recently, I've been doing research on, like, obviously this is so far away. I'm willing to be realistic and say that this channel will probably never be monetized. Because, you know, I'm at 44 subs. And you have to have 1,000, everybody knows you have to have 1,000 subscribers, and you have to have 4,000 public watch hours within the past 365 days. And currently, I think my watch hours are at 28. So we're almost there. We're only 3,900 and some odd off. But I've just been researching, like, you know, what do most people decide is I have enough subscribers to, and obviously subscribers are not the metric that you get paid off of, but how many subscribers can I comfortably quit my job and rely on YouTube as a full-time career? And I see some people that say, oh, 100K, etc. But then I saw this one on some Reddit thread. Someone said, all you really need is like 1,000 diehards. Like a 1,000 diehard subscribers is all you need. Which, if you really think about it, makes a lot of sense. Like, I watch YouTubers that have less than 30K that don't have a job because they make all their money from their diehard fans. Because it's like, if you fill a certain niche, yes, you won't grow as much as generic content does, but at the same time, the people that watch you are going to be extremely dedicated to your content, because there's no other you out there. If you fill a void creatively that like, for example, I'm doing, as far as Minecraft is concerned, Minecraft is probably the least niche thing you can make a video on. It's probably the most oversaturated thing you can make a video on. But the specific styles that I'm doing are a little bit more niche, especially like the 360 content. I mean, there are plenty of creators that do that, but it's not your everyday thing. And then same thing with the investigations. I don't see very many people these days doing that. So while it may not grow to the extent that it could if it was more generic, it's, number one, more enjoyable, more creatively fulfilling, and it fills a niche that allows people to be more, ultimately be more dedicated, to your content, if all that makes sense. I'm not really sure. Like, for example, family friend of mine, his daughters do animation, and their channel has not that many subscribers, a couple tens of thousands, but that's what they do. They don't really have jobs. Like, they animate full time. They get animation gigs and all kinds of crazy stuff. So 100,000 subs is not really the cutoff, because it has nothing to do with it. It's more of the fan base than anything else. How dedicated are they to your style of content, and you specifically, more so than just what you put out. Like, I would love to get to a point where I have 50 or 100 people that watch me regardless of what I put out. You think of like Charlie, right? Like Penguin Zero, Moist Critical. He just puts out whatever he wants to put out, right? And people watch it regardless. I'm one of them. That if I see Charlie's face in the thumbnail, I'm probably gonna click on it because he's so entertaining, and that's kind of my ultimate goal, with content creation. Even if it never, it likely will never become a monetized thing for me. It's just ultimately something that would be extremely creatively fulfilling. And then also, like, I respect the heck out of small creators that have 200 subscribers and they post consistently for 3 or 4 years straight. They have thousands of videos, and their best video blew up to like 2K, and most of them are average under 100. Like, those people have so much respect from me because they're still consistent regardless, even though, like, as far as economically, like, from an economic standpoint, it is a total waste of time for them to be spending time on those videos. But they dedicate themselves to it anyway because they have, more than likely, they have a loyal fan base. Unless they're just shitposting. They could just be shitposting, but more than likely they have a loyal fan base that, they're dedicated to. It's small, but, it's like a friend group almost, in a way. And that's ultimately, like, what would be great. So, like, the people that comment on all my videos, like, consistently, like, nice video, or I'm glad to see you upload it, that kind of thing. That's probably one of the best comments you can get, especially if it's from the same people over and over again, of like, nice video, I'm glad to see you upload, those kind of things. Like, as a small creator, that's like the best thing you can get, right? Like, it doesn't get much better than that. Someone, like, they're just watching it because you uploaded. Like, that's so cool. And that's kind of where I want to be at, even if it's on such a micro scale that, most people would say it's a waste of time to be making these videos. I don't really care. And I think ultimately that would help me. I know I keep saying ultimately. I think ultimately that would help me be more consistent too. If I'm doing it for a small group, not only for a small group, but also like a small group of dedicated fans, but also for me. But definitely there'd be a boost in in morale if I did have a small group of fans that I was putting content out for. You know what I mean? I don't know if you've noticed. Maybe you're probably new here because like over 90% of my views are not recurring subscribers, viewers. These 360 videos are not about the game. I find it really hard to talk about a game while I'm playing it unless something intense is going on. It's just not my vibe. Like, if you've been around since the old days, most of my videos are private these days. If you've been around since those videos were public, you'll know that if I'm trying to talk about the game, it's a lot of this. It's just dead air. Because there's only so much you can talk about when nothing's going on. And so I find it a better use of my time if the gameplay is almost not the reason I'm recording, if it's just for me to ramble. Even if it's so uninteresting to everyone else, it gives me a reason to talk. It lets me kind of just spill the beans, you know what I mean? Kind of just get my thoughts out into the world. And the content is the background gameplay is almost secondary to that. Where, yeah, I mean, if you click for the 360, that's equally as valuable because I love 360 edition. But yeah, no, it's more or less just in the background. It gives me something to do while I just ramble on and on and on and on. But I think I am building up towards another project. Going back to talking about in-game. I also don't know why I carry around a fishing rod. Oh, the sun's setting. Over in the hill, I'll show you all in a second when the sun finishes setting. Also, I love that you can sword block. That's so fun. I also don't know, are there shields? Is there an offhand? There is an offhand. Can you hold a torch in your offhand? No. Okay, so it's like bedrock. Ew, that's disgusting. But yeah, if you go to tools, there are not shields in this version, is there? I don't think there is. Oh, it's just leather. Okay. That's containers of sort. Clock. Those are very different items. Okay. Whoa. Okay. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that shields do not exist in this version. That's fine, because I have sword blocking. I figured we wouldn't have them. But that's okay. So what I was saying, I thought I was going to forget. Also, I dropped the resolution. We'll see how it goes. I dropped the resolution for these videos to 720p. Just because I'm pretty sure that the monitor is set to Xenia is set to 720p. The monitor is 1080, but I think Xenia is set to 720, and I think this cheap $20 capture card hopefully will record a little bit smoother. Like, it's smooth, but there's definitely some artifacting and stuff in the previous videos recording at 1080, so hopefully I can get 720p 60 out of it. But I'm thinking on... What was that? I don't know. I'm thinking on sealing this off over here, which I may do that in this video, and kind of making it look natural on this side. And then kind of filling in all the other gaps where that pops out over there, right, or like right. Does it come through over here? Yeah, so sealing this up where it looks natural, sealing that up, and then over here, having sealing this up where it looks natural, and then having a piston doorway that leads into this quarry / mining caving area. This quarry is eventually gonna probably feed all the way into the back of the mountain. I plan on hollowing the mountain out. Not entirely. Also, oh, okay. I was gonna say, why did I leave a hole in the wall? But yeah, eventually I plan on caving this out pretty much entirely. Don't ask me why. I don't really know. I also have plans eventually to place torches across at least this main island, if not the entire map. Also, speaking of map, let me run on over and see if... Let me see if I have my spawner map. I'm pretty sure don't you spawn in Legacy, don't you always spawn with a map, regardless, because there's no coordinate system without it. I should have been filling out my map. Yeah, I should have been filling out my map this entire time. I think, yeah, okay. Yeah, I've adventured around a lot of the world. I should just... Can you put this in your offhand? Yo! Okay, yeah, I'm just gonna leave that there. It doesn't really get in the way. And it gives me coordinates. Um, I think I'm just gonna leave that there, yeah. I think it would be cool as well to, over here, I need lots of glass, so I'd have to find a place to mine sand that doesn't destroy, like, the natural look of things, but I think it'd be cool to have, like, an underwater sort of globe area down here. It doesn't have to be here, but here would be good. Or, ooh, this is already hollowed out. Nah. No, I want to leave that there. But kind of put an... Aw, dang it. I didn't realize he was there. Putting like a globe-looking area down here in glass. I'm gonna drown, too. What am I doing? It could be over here, but the ocean monuments are on toward that direction. I think it'd be cool to have a big glass dome area. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. Also, bruh. Most sus-looking coral ever. What are we doing? Alright. I need to, like, swim above water. Yeah, look, see, here's the ocean monuments I was talking about in the last episode. They're just barely off, out of sight from over here. You might can see them from this island. I'm not really sure. Yeah, you can, but you can't see them from the house, I don't think. Also, I'm thinking about changing the the floor back to normal blocks, but I don't know what to do with all the slabs, so I might just leave it. It's fine. I hope the volume is high enough that y'all can hear the music. It just makes me stop every time. I think this is probably... It's hard to say with the old C418 songs. I know I pointed out I didn't like every one of these videos. Every time one of these songs plays, but... It's just a... I hope you get the same feeling that I do. It's partly nostalgia. It's just an appreciation for like the classic music of the game. And I'm interrupting it with the loud crunching of wheat, but it's okay. It's what C418 would have wanted. Yeah, I hope you're getting some value out of these kind of videos. It's gonna be really depressing if they flop, but you know, whatever. I'm recording them way ahead of time, so I'll at least have 6 or 8 of them go out before I'll know. But I guess we'll see. I mean, currently have... I'm recording this as the time... I think episode 1 just went up like a day... maybe yesterday, day before. And I recorded 3 back-to-back then, and I'm probably going to do the same thing now. So I'm recording this, like... What is today? I don't know. It's like... First week in October... Second week? I don't know. It's somewhere in there, but... I'll at least have, like... 6 or 8 of these before I really know how they do, so we shall see. But hopefully y'all are enjoying them. It's just, if no other reason than nostalgia, which is fine. I feel you. Like, that's where I am. That's kind of why I'm doing these anyway. Just brings me back, and I hate it because I never had the 360. I wouldn't say I hate it, but I wish I had access to it way back when, so I could really get a nostalgic feel for it. Why am I so bad at combat? Alright. Yeah, I wish I had access to it before. I mean, functionally, all the different legacy consoles are almost identical, with some, like... What is it called? Oh, yeah, like an exclusive DLC. But that's pretty much it, like... That's all that makes it different. So, what is that? Is that just coral? Oh my god. Yeah. Also, it's so cool that if you're in third person, you can see so far under the water with the right angle. I think that's pretty helpful. I think I'm gonna wrap this video up. I know I don't really talk about a whole lot in these videos. It's just a bunch of... I don't know. It's literally just whatever's on my mind, which, you know, take that as you will, but I hate interrupting the music. Thank you so much for watching. If you're new here, I hope you stick around. If you're not new here, thank you for sticking around. And I will see you in the next one. Have a nice day.